Hey, it's Rion for Get Sexual Attraction the Natural Way here on YouTube. Should you repress your natural desire for body, booty, and boobies? Should you actually repress that? And there's two angles I can take on this. One is with men who've been doing natural grounding, and it's where we really value, with traditional natural grounding, the more feminine expression of a woman. And then they get confused with, well, this is kind of nice, it's kind of girly and so forth. Well, what about my actual sexual, physical desires for a woman's body and so forth? And the other side is just a man who doesn't know about natural grounding. Should you actually repress your desire to have that physical sexual connection with a woman? And the general answer is no, you should not repress it. Now, it doesn't mean that you should openly, vocally express, like some stereotype cliches or something, what you're always thinking or feeling. It can just be kind of crass. However, you can communicate your sexual power and desires without neediness in your presence. So you can be what women want in your presence just by showing up who you are. And you can receive that from them. That leads to the fulfillment of those physical sexual desires. So the general answer is no, you should not repress any of your sexual energy or the flow of it. And that's the thing in the West, is sex is like this hush-hush, shameful thing. There's so much guilt around it because we're not conscious there. We're not sexually conscious, and when we talk about it, it's from the filter of religion or our minds, so we're filtering what it actually is. And anywhere we're not conscious, we're stuck, dark closet secrets and so forth. Anywhere you repress that flow of life energy, it's going to come out possibly in ugly ways. And we see examples of that. I'm not naming those examples. You can think of what some of those are. Okay, so you should not be repressing your desire for a body. And I mean, this is actually, it was a question. What about boobies was one of the questions. It's a natural, healthy thing. So the more you accept that you're okay with not just sexuality on the emotional and spiritual level, but also your physical, lustful, primal desires to connect with a woman sexually, once you're okay with that, you don't have blocks or resistance, and you're conscious about it, then it's okay. A woman can be okay and accepting of her body around you without judgment. That's when you can actually have more of a potential connection with her. Okay, so you want to get to a point of being more sexually conscious, not from the mind thought of being more conscious, but actually more sexually conscious, which heals your sexual anxieties and your blocks and issues. So it's about embracing your physical desires, but you're not a dog, a stereotype cliche of a man. For the women that would project that as something about themselves. When men are not that one-dimensional. Okay, maybe some men are. But the point is, as you become more sexually conscious, you get into the emotionality, spirituality, and co-creativity of sex and the life force of attraction, creation itself. But it's not where you disconnect from the physical reality, which a lot of spirituality does. I'm all about accepting and embracing sex on all levels, and that includes a shamelessness for and respect for the body and physicality of sex with women, their bodies, and so forth. When you're comfortable with it, you have that physical confidence and no blocks towards the physicality of sex in a woman's body. Spirituality can sometimes get into, I don't know, like judgment towards men, and then one-dimensional, like, oh, they only want body and so forth. I mean, there's different angles out there. I would say accept it all, become more conscious around the house with it, and 100% be okay with the physicality of sex. Your body, a woman's body, where you're okay with it and shameless about those desires, but it's not limited like a dog or anything like that just to the physical. Sex is a very powerful thing. It's a powerful force. I'd love to help you become more conscious in this area so you can live a sexually expressive and fulfilled life with no limits, because sex is more than just the physical intercourse experience. Okay, sex is a beautiful thing. Subscribe to this channel. Check out my other channel, Sex Energy Secrets. You can go to my blog, sexenergysuccess.com, and we'll talk to you later.